Okay, so we're going to go through a little bit about pre-flight checks. Majority of major accidents and injuries in kitesurfing happen during the launch. So we're going to go through a couple of things that hopefully will help to reduce the risks and stop anybody getting hurt. So the kite's all set up, we're all ready to go, we just need to get it launched. But the first thing we're going to do before we do that is make sure it's set up properly. So first up is the lines. Are they attached to the right place? And are they attached securely? So we want to make sure that our middle lines coming from the centre of the bar are coming up to the middle of the kite, so the two inner lines, and the outer lines, the grey line and the red line, the outside of the bar, our steering lines, are going to the outside of the kite, wingtips. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines with no tangles in them or twists at all, going straight up to the kite. Okay. We then want to make sure they're actually attached and attached firmly. So they're larks headed on and they're pulled tight, so as soon as we go to launch the kite, they're not going to fall off. One of the most important things to check is the bridles. They can easily get caught up and they can be twisted around themselves, and then you'll lose control as the kite goes up. So the best way to do it is pull the bridle down tight, like this. Get your head under the canopy, have a look, make sure none of these are twisted, so the lines are going straight up to the leading edge, there's no problems. These bridles can easily go through like that and then attach the line on, and it's easy for that to be hidden under the canopy without you realising, and suddenly it's all in a big tangle when you go to launch it. Okay. Let's go down to the bar end and we'll go through the launching of it. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do before I launch is have a look around and see if I've got enough space. There's two ways I can go. I go around to my left hand side and get the kite over to 3 o'clock in the wind window, or I can go around to my right hand side and get the kite over to 9 o'clock. Now we've got some people here, we've got some groins and some rocks, so I'm going to go over this way. So I've got a little bit more space, and if there's any problems, the kite comes back down again, it's just going to come down into the sand. Now, a couple of final checks before we launch. One thing I always recommend is checking your safety before you even attach your chicken loop into your harness. So push it away and make sure that's released. Now I do this just before I'm about to launch because my bar's been down on the sand here, so if it's a windy day, there's going to be sand blowing around and they could potentially get stuck into the release here, which would actually, could jam it, could cause it to freeze up and not work. So I always release it just before I'm about to launch, clean it up, get anything out of there that I might need to, and then put it back together. And that way we know that it's definitely going to go off and it's actually fixed together properly as well. Right then, so before I actually hook myself in here, I would always attach my leash on to that leash line first. Okay, somebody's going to be launching my kite here. I might not know who they are. I don't know if they know what they're doing, and they may pick it up, drop it. It might catch the wind. It might blow downwind. If I've got my leash attached, it's going to stop it from just blowing away and running into people. And if I haven't got my chicken loop in, then I don't need to worry about activating my safety system. It's just gonna, if I let go of the bar, it's automatically going to go onto that safety line. As I'm ready to launch, I'm going to walk my way round to the edge of the wind window and I'll get somebody to get the kite into the launch position. Thomas? Okay, so now as I'm going round, I can start to hook myself into the bar. And as I bring myself to the edge of the wind window, I'm going to make a couple of final checks. Firstly, I'm going to start downwind of 90 degrees to the wind. So my kite's flapping. It's not catching the wind yet, so I know it's not going to just suddenly pull me. And then when I'm ready, I can take a couple of steps extra until it starts to fill up with wind. tight and it'll pull a little bit more on the harness. But I'm not going to release it yet. So, see here, there's actually a twist in my line, so I need to do a quick check here before I let go of it. All my front lines are tangled up, so I want to make sure that's all clear, everything, before I go anywhere. And now, with the person holding the kite, they're in a pretty safe position. I'm not going to suddenly get pulled away, but as soon as they let go of it, I'm on my own. So before I go, I'm going to firstly make sure that the bridles aren't caught around the wingtip. So I've got all my lines the same tension, the kite's not trying to pull one way or the other. If it's trying to pull one way or the other, then there's obviously something wrong. When I go to launch, I want to just gently steer it up. If I'm trying to pull it too hard or battle against it, and something isn't correct with the kite, I'll bring it down, I can have a look and sort it out. The final thing that I'm going to do before I give the launcher guy a thumbs up is make sure the kite isn't too powered. So if I'm launching on this and it feels like I've got loads in it, then organise your trim, sort your trim out a little bit. He lets go of it, so I can take a little bit of power out of it, because I don't want it going on a lot of power. I want to go out with as much control as I can, and then when I'm ready, give a gentle thumbs up, make it nice and clear, just steering it up really slowly, just holding it on the edge of the wind window. We don't want to swing it up to 12 o'clock, because it's going to go up with loads of power, and it's going to, if there's something wrong, then we're going to lose control. If we haven't realised there's something wrong and it's gone up, we can just gently bring it back down again.